Being single frees your mind. The thing about desire is, at times it can be all-consuming. There are times where nothing else exists except for the desire or the want to address the desire, to have the desire, to get it out, get it on, get it off, whatever. One of the most distracting things in this world, for me personally, have been women. Clearly it has been women. Not in a bad sense, just in the fact of, especially if I'm attracted to her, then it's a sense of, one can only focus so much on certain things when a woman is around. And especially the fact of, women like attention, especially the attention from a man she may be interested in, or a man she's giving her time to, as in you. So it is very easy to be distracted by women, especially one in your company, one that you're obviously attracted to. Hello men, hope you've had a good weekend. Replicant Fish here, the replicant to the fish. Been dropping some more comedic dark videos of late. Intriguing ones, yes. I have more to come, maybe a few following this one today, and some more along the week, as well as more general videos like this one. But I do want to create a level of variety, based around obviously men's content. Stuff for men. So the pill videos like these ones, then the comedy ones and the dark comedy ones, because I've come across some really weird stories that are funny but very dark. But let's continue. The freeing of the mind. I remember a moment in time where I could not stop thinking about this woman. Almost my every thought was her, this damned woman, plaguing my mind almost. And I found myself trying to do other things to not think about her. And in a sense, I became angry because I could not stop thinking about her. Felt as if I was losing my mind, the level I was thinking about this woman. Now the thing about that is, having the blind desire and the want, it made me neglect other things, namely other thoughts, things I should have been thinking about. Thoughts that in turn are actually more important. You know, she looked good. You know, she was fine, but my God, I could have been thinking about much better things than her. No offense to her, she doesn't look that good anymore, but that's here nor there. But the point is, that moment in time, where I was so enthralled, and in me being so enthralled, I gave her so much of myself in trying to get so much of her. And indeed, obviously, I was the fool to her, had given her so much to play with and mold and make one chase and lust for. Yeah, she had me in her hands, and all she did was drip feed me pieces of her time. All the while, me like a thirsty dog was there chasing, seeking the hump, seeking another turn. And in the end I understand, yes, in being a young man, how it's the natural process of life and the relationships we have with women in general, not just having a girlfriend relationship, I mean the entire relationship we as men have with women as well, being around them. The small games being played, the small games of flirtation, or different levels of defense, of anxiety, of fear, of crazy wanton desire, of disgust, of hate. It's interactions we have as human beings. When you're younger, these things are a natural process. It's normal for men to chase these things. This is why I say some men need to fill their boots with these things. Get them out of your system, as in get women out of your system. Experience certain things. To know for yourself and ask yourself whether it's something you actually need and want. I understand that even though it's something I may want, not the relationship thing, I mean just like, just some every now and again. Even though I understand it's something I may want, I understand it's not something I need. Honestly, it's not something I need. Being a younger man, going through life and trying to deal with all of your emotions and these crazy wolf-like desires that come out of nowhere. Over time you do learn to control certain things, learn to look at certain things from another point of view. Or one could say you get bored of certain things. One can get bored of certain things, my God. There are some things in my 20s I thought were so exciting. Right now I cannot stand them. Now that could be a process of time or one just becoming bored with certain things. But the point is, in my ramble is, in experiencing certain things, you then realize what you should and shouldn't have in your mind. What you should and should not be thinking about so much. The reason I find being a single man is freeing mentally is I'm not thinking about what this other person is doing. I'm not worried about where she is, if she's doing someone else, if someone else is doing her. I'm not always trying to get her attention, her time. I have no relationship or girlfriend emotions I need to deal with. And that in itself is incredibly freeing. Now, to be honest, yes, of course, every now and again, Fishy likes to dip his rod, of course, being honest. But that is a secondary thing compared to the main thing. The main thing being the focus of your path, what you're doing now that will reflect on tomorrow. Like I always say, as men, it is always about tomorrow. For all the cooch you're chasing today, understand how little that will matter tomorrow. Because tomorrow is too late to do something that should have been done yesterday. We can't live in our yesterdays, but we can live for tomorrow. And for me personally, it is very freeing to not have to dwell on certain things, to not have to focus on certain things, to not have to deal with certain dramas, certain headaches, certain naggings, certain stressful things that one has to go through, and in turn, one gets company and, for lack of a better word, not to therefore bust. I could have said something else, but where to hold all of those things in your mind just for the small relief it doesn't make sense for me. I prefer to have the freedom of thought and mind to do so many things. I have many things to do in my day, and there are more things I want to do, like making more content for one. There are more things I want to do, and thinking of freeing my time to follow a built-in need that I know I have to follow because I am man. Man has to smash. Yeah, indeed. But to understand how strong that desire in me is, I understand how secondary it is, and how freeing it is that is no longer my main thoughts. As always, men, experience the world. Do whatever it is you want to do, but do not lose yourself. We can only blame others so much if we are willing to give away so much of ourselves. You build your path, but you have to walk it. Focus. Observe. Remember. The world is yours. Have a nice day.